Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my VCT Champions 2023 pick'ems. I'm going to go through every game, tell you who I think is going to win and why. Um, I originally recorded this video like it's my first video that I recorded, but I'm going to re-record it now just because there's a bunch of new information like with the loud stuff. I recorded that before that happened, and also just some small changes in opinions, and I don't think I explained everything exactly how I wanted to. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Go check out all my other champions content. This is gonna be coming out the day before the tournament starts. Um, so yeah, make sure to go check that all out, and let's get right into it. All right, and we'll start with the first group, Group A, where in the opening match we have Paper X versus Crew. This match has been talked about a bit as like a closer game than some people are gonna expect. Just because of Crew's like style, where they kind of play similar to like maybe not like as passive and as like waiting for defensive aggression as maybe Zeta did in Reykjavik 2022, but something similar to that. And I think that style is generally good against Paper Rex, and I think this game could be close, especially if the Crew players stay in form. Um, but I'm just taking Paper Rex. They got something back. They have an actual pro player in there instead of a Gecko content creator, and that's why I'm going to take them over Crew. And then EDG Giants. This has also been talked about as a closer game than some people are going to expect. Um, it's not going to be close. EDG is going to fucking roll Giants. Like Giants isn't a bad team, but they're just so mid, and I think EDG is going to be fucking insane at this event. I think these are the two teams that can really challenge Fnatic. Um, and yeah, just because of their play style, and also Giants are just like trying to play like Fnatic, except they aren't as good. I think like they try to like Fnatic don't do anything special in terms of like comps or like they're not like revolutionizing the game in the way they play, but they just have so many like different little set pieces, and they're so good at all of the small things that you can't do when you don't have Chronicle Leo, Durka, and Alfier on your team, and also Boaster Calling. You just can't do that with a team like Giants, and they kind of try to, kind of not. I don't know. They're just not as good at the small things as Fnatic is, and they also don't have the individuals that they have. So that's why I have EDG taking that game, and then I'll do the lower bracket first, where I think Crew is just going to diff Giants. Kesnet diffs Vitinho. A lot of the other matchups go Giants' way, but I think it's just going to be a Kesnet diff that game. It will be very close and should be a fun game, but I still think Crew should win that. And then Paper Rex EDG the upper bracket. Um, as my cat tries to climb on my chair next to me, I think he wants me to pick Paper Rex, but I'm gonna go EDG. I don't know. This is what I went with in my initial pick'ems. EDG has been doing nothing but improve every single event. They've gotten better from champions to lock in to Tokyo to even like that China qualifier where they just wiped the floor with everybody. Like it wasn't even remotely close. And I think since they got top six last time, and I think they're gonna go past that this time, as you saw in my power rankings, where I think I had them fifth. I want to say, but yeah. And then Paper Rex Crew in the lower bracket. I'm just gonna take Paper Rex again. Not too much to talk about there since it was a matchup from before, and I think it's just gonna go the same way. Except maybe Paper Rex has what happened to them last champs, and they just bomb out in groups, going out to like a rising team, and then like I don't even know. It's not like the same kind of team like Liquid and Crew, but you get the point. Um, I just think Paper Rex should win that. They're just so good with something, or they're gonna be so good with something. And I had them power ranked second, I think, even though I forgot to power rank them because their logo like blended in with the bottom thing in the tier list, which sucked. But yeah, this is my Group A picks. And then on to Group B, where we're gonna start with EG EG is gonna take that game. Don't really need to explain too much. Got second last event. If the second place curse activates, it's not going to be in that game. Um, And yeah, FPX are probably the worst team at this tournament. Just don't have a great idea of how to play the game, and they were the third best Chinese team. So I'm going to take EG in that game. And then Foot T1. I think this matchup is one of the more interesting ones of the tournament. Foot kind of coming off like a heater at the end of EMEA and then didn't do so well at Tokyo, even though I think they were fine. Just against ASE, they kind of choked a little bit. Like the game against EG that they started with was pretty good. Then ASE, they kind of choked a little bit. And then DRX game, same thing. I think they just need to get over the nerves a little bit, keep adding to their set plays, maybe crack six man as agent pool, and this team can keep getting better. And kind of similar argument about T1, except I'm a little bit more confident that they're going to go far in the tournament. But I'm actually going to take Foot in this first game over T1. And I think EG is going to win the rematch from from Tokyo. I always say the other one. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, and then FPX T1, I'm going to take T1. Um, Similar like argument to why I took EG over FPX. And then I'm going to take T1 in the lower bracket here because I think they're going to kind of get over the first match nerves and beat Foot in the final thing. I think this is the most simple group for me. I had T1 power ranked 7th. A lot of people got mad about that. Um, and EG I'm a little bit lower on, but I still think is going to be by far the best team in this group. Um, but there's a chance that second place curse activates and they lose this game and this game. T1 could come out and just win the first game, and I wouldn't be really shocked. And yeah, so those are my Group B pick'ems. And then next up, we have Group C, where we're going to start with Fnatic Zeta. Don't even need to explain why Fnatic's going to beat them. Zeta came from LCQ for a reason, and Fnatic is by far the best team in the world right now. And then we have Energy, Billy, which I think is a little bit closer, just because Energy does have some shakiness in first games of tournaments, but I don't think Billy has too great of an understanding of how to play the game, similar to FPX. And they don't have good enough individuals like EDG did, like at the beginning, um, like what champions last year, to like get an upset over a team like this. And Energy's just too good. They had less like first game issues um, as Energy. Like obviously, it's Optic last year. They had some issues with that, but they've been a little bit better than that. Um, and yeah, I just think they're gonna pretty easily take that one. I doubt they drop a map there, but maybe they do something like they did against Boom at Champions last year, and they go to like an 18-16 overtime, and Billy takes a map or something like that. And then we have Zeta, Billy. Similar reasoning why I just don't think Billy is going to win a game here. And I think Zeta is a pretty okay team, and they should be able to take that. And then Fnatic Energy, same idea. Fnatic Zeta, except it's a little bit closer. Um, and yeah, Fnatic. There's no way Fnatic wins that or loses this game. I mean, I could see it, but it's not happening. I think the only way Energy beats Fnatic is if like it's in playoffs and somebody beats Fnatic, like say EDG or Paper Rex, which would be my two biggest threats to them, and then they're like under a bit more pressure because it's the lower bracket and they just lose because Energy is more like experienced in that kind of area. And then I'm also going to take Energy in the Zeta game. I don't know why I transferred so fast to that game, but yeah. I think this was the easiest group to pick for me. Um, I do think there is a chance that this game, or this game even, goes the other way, but this is the way that it will most likely shake out, in my opinion. Then last up here, we have Group D, where a lot of people calling this the Group of Death. Some people calling it the Group of Disappointment, and I'm more in line with the latter there. A lot of these teams are just not good, at least anymore. Like especially Navi and DRX. Loud kind of fell off a little bit, but I think they should be fine even with the Osboss drama. And then Liquid just historically as an org has been disappointing. But yeah, whatever. We'll start with Liquid versus Navi. where I'm going to take Liquid to win this opening match. Normally, they're pretty fine in these games, especially the Gambit guys. Even if they're a little bit shaky, they generally win the game. And I'm going to take them to beat Navi, who has not been looking too great lately. And then DRX Loud. Um, I'm going to take Loud. Um, I'm still kind of on the Loud train, like more than most people are. But I'm more often DRX train than a lot of people are as well. They said that they're like preparing everything for champions this year, and they could go on some kind of run here, but they're not going to do it beating Loud. Um, and I don't even think they're going to do it beating Navi. I think Navi should win that game. Um, they've just been swapping out their roster the whole year. I mean, there's a chance that they play Foxy 9 in this game, they lose, and then they play Zest in this game, and they also lose, which I think would be hilarious. Um, but if they play Foxy both times, and I mean, I still think they're going to lose both games if they play Foxy. I don't think Foxy's look particularly great. I'll at least be a little bit happier if they go out like that. But this team has also just struggled with the same old issues that they have the whole time. It was never about firepower or anything like that. It was always just the mid rounding and how they approach the game from like a macro sense. It was just always reliant on these set plays, these executes, all that kind of stuff. And they just need a better IG element. That's all they need. And then Team Liquid Loud. I'm gonna take Loud in this game. I think kind of the Osboss drama is gonna make this team play a little bit better. Um, I also just trust them more than Liquid. This core has been so good over every tournament. They had a bad tournament last year and then immediately turned around and won champions. Not saying that they're going to do that here, but I do think they're going to take this game over Liquid absolutely. Um, yeah, I just trust the Loud players more than I trust Liquid's players. It comes down to that, and I think, and a lot of these important head-to-heads like Safe versus Osboss, I'm taking Osboss. Less versus Nats. I'm taking Less every day of the week, dude. He's so underrated. Sadak versus Redgar in terms of IGLing. It's close, but I think I'm gonna take Sadak. What other ones? I guess Cowanzine, Soulcast. Um, or I guess Cowan. It would be. I don't even know. Uh, yeah, but I don't need it. Kind of gets lost when you get down the thing because the IGLs play different roles. Um, but yeah, most of them I'm taking Loud, like Smokes, Tui's I'm taking Loud, like all that kind of stuff. And also, like I think they were just kind of experimenting with stuff at Tokyo, with the comps and everything. And if they come out and they play more Jet, they play more like I guess even just more Jet maps, and they try to stay away from the maps that they picked at Tokyo. I think they should absolutely be fine at this tournament. And then Liquid Navi. I mean, out of every elimination game Liquid has played this year, I think they won one of them against Foot in EMEA, which is kind of crazy. Like their first lock-in game they lost against Team Secret. Then they play Foot and beat them, sure, whatever. Then they play NRG in the lower bracket of Tokyo, and they just, I mean, I think they won Ascent, which is not one of Energy's best maps, and it is probably Liquid's best map. Um, they lose on that as well, and they just got rolled on the other two maps. I guess Haven wasn't really a roll; it was more of a comeback, but still, not very good. And then Navi is super experienced on this stage. If they start, just literally, Angel needs to stop feeding a little bit more, and Cena needs to get on the op a bit more. I actually think Navi's going to win this game. I'm going to predict that to happen. Honestly, I don't want that to happen. I really want Liquid to win that game. Um, because I'm like the number one Navi hater. But the way I see it, I just think Navi's going to win this game. It sucks. I don't want to watch them in playoffs. They're going to go 0-2. Because Liquid actually has a chance at doing something in playoffs as well. As long as along with me actually liking their players. Um, but yeah, it's just not going to happen, in my opinion. I trust Navi more in that game somehow, and yeah, that's why I'm taking them, especially if they don't um, take or Redgar off Omen more. Um, he'll just start feeding just like Angel does. All right, so these are my pickums. Just going through EDG, Paper Rex, going through in Group A. Almost said the Alpha bracket. That was just for lock-in. EG T1 for Group B, Fnatic and NRG for Group C, and then probably my hottest take, Loud and Navi for Group D. Even though I don't think there's too many Group D takes that are going to be that hot, just because every Group D take is going to be that hot, I guess, just because everybody's going to have different brackets for this. You can have DRX winning this. I mean, like any two teams going out of this, I'm not going to fully argue with you, maybe except for DRX. But yeah, let me guys know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know who you think is going to make it into playoffs, and maybe who you think is going to win the tournament. Yeah, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one for probably my playoff pick'ems. And yeah, peace.